Hi guys, Chris here and you're watching Here We Are Running. Welcome back. Another episode in this marathon training series as we get ever closer to Brighton Marathon Race Day. Today you join me, it's Wednesday. I've decided this week to not do the speed workout. I'll explain why in a minute. But for Wednesday, we're coming out at lunchtime. We're doing a marathon pace run, my normal 9k run when I do a marathon pace run. Same course, same distance, same shoes. And we're going to compare back to the last one of these that we did a few weeks ago and see whether we've got any sort of fitness gains that we can see, any obvious fitness gains. Now the whole reason I'm not doing a speed workout this week is because the most important run of the week, probably the most important run of the training block, to be honest, is happening at the weekend. That is my second 20-mile long run during this training block, and I just feel I want to not put too much intensity into the legs ahead of that run and make that run a really successful one, a real confidence boosting run. So that's the purpose of not doing a speed workout, which if I did do it, has to be on Friday due to time constraints. So that wouldn't be good ahead of the weekend. But this marathon pace run seems to have been going well. Obviously the stats will confirm that or not. And yeah, the first 5 kilometers largely remaining in zone 2. 6th kilometer went into zone 3 just to maintain that marathon pace. I'll put up on the screen now and talk you through what, in comparison to my other marathon pace runs that we did earlier in the training block, in terms of how we really felt it went. Welcome to the weekend. It's Saturday and it's long run day. It's that most important long run of the training block. It's upon us, and yeah, we're hoping to get it done today without too much of an issue as well. I've been very, very careful, overly careful this week to try and put myself into the best position for having a good final long run of 20 miles today. And yeah, we just hope that it goes well. And as you can tell, the sun is out, the shades are on, and I've probably, with base layer, I've probably gone overly dressed for this run. For this run, I've decided to take my strategy of splitting this long run up into sections like we did a few weeks ago. Back then we did a 6k, 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 7k, 7k to equal the 32k or 20 miles. This time around we swapped that around, so the first 2 phases, let's call them, stages, whatever you want to call them, we've done 7k, 7k, so that's taken us to Hawley, and it's now 14k on the watch. So we've got 3 more stages to go, each of them 6k. We're just thinking about each stage at a time, and so far we've kept this run in zone 2, did the first 14 kilometers in an hour and 25 minutes, and it's all going pretty good. Okay, section 3 complete, and that takes me up to 20 kilometers for this long run so far. We did that in 2 hours and 2 minutes, and we're still sticking to zone 2, which is really encouraging. So now on to the 4th out of 5 sections, another 6 kilometers coming up, and then I'll touch in with you again. Right, 26k done, another section done. So we're on the final section now, final 6k. 26k done in 2 hours and 40 minutes. Now that section is largely uphill the whole way. So we did go into zone 3. Zone 3 I'll say for most of that section. But overall, still feeling good. And just 6k more to go now. So we've just done 30 kilometers in 3 hours and 5 minutes. Just a couple of kilometers to go now. And what I'm going to do is leave you here now, but I'm coming back in a few seconds where it'll be Sunday. We'll be doing something. We'll go for a run if the legs are feeling good. If not, we'll do something and we'll just sort of analyse everything that's gone on this week. So just analysing those 2 long runs that we did, one earlier in the training block and of course the other one yesterday. And in fact the one earlier in the training block was 2 minutes quicker. We did that in 3 hours 16 minutes and 36 seconds, whereas yesterday was 3 hours 18 minutes and 30 seconds. But I think if you look at the rest of the stats, so obviously average pace for the first one 6:08 per kilometre as opposed to 6:10 kilometre yesterday. But the key stat, and this is the stat I look at in terms of has my fitness improved, the key stat is heart rate. Much of yesterday's run in heart rate zone 2, if we look at our average heart rate across the course of both runs, in the first 20 miler back in February it was 143 beats per minute average across the entire 20 miler, whereas yesterday 131 beats per minute. That is an average heart rate of zone 2, even though during the end we were in zone 3. We averaged out zone 2 across the course of the entire run. Now that is a stat I'm happy with and certainly shows improvement in fitness. But also I said I'd review the stats from the marathon pace run that we did earlier in the week, and that was quite interesting as well. So up on the screen now, the sort of key stats for week 7 and 8 when we were doing the marathon pace runs on a weekly basis, and then jumping forward to week 13 this week. And again, I think, well, week 7 was a real interesting one, because that one ended up kind of beating the other ones around it quite a lot. It does make you wonder whether the stats for that were accurate, but we'll take it as they were. The pace was was reasonable for that, and the heart rate was very low for that pace at that point in the training plan. Earlier in the week when we did it again, I would say that we kind of even improved upon it. So week 13 was an average pace of 5 minutes 19 per kilometre, average heart rate over those 9 kilometres of 132 beats per minute, and a maximum heart rate of 146 beats per minute. So a very consistent heart rate again, and that's what I again use in determining my fitness. So I think we've done 2 runs this week that really have shown the improvement in fitness. I'm out now on Sunday afternoon just to get in a sort of final run of the day, and normally after a 20 mile the day before, your legs would be feeling it. My legs wouldn't notice that I'd even run 10k yesterday, or if you know, they feel very good for what they actually did. Now we did deliberately, well, kind of deliberately, we took the day off as a rest day before that 20 miler, but we also had to take the Thursday off because I was out working in London. First time I've been there since, well, for the last 2 years or more. We just didn't have a time to get a run in at all that day. So all of the runs that we've done up on the screen now, and it's interesting, this marathon training block. I am doing less volume than I intended to, straight up on that, less volume than I intended to, but I still think the runs that we are doing, we're really sort of making them count. And as I complete this run and also complete the week, total distance for the week and that longest run of 20 miles up on the screen now. And guys, I hope you've enjoyed another week of marathon training and following the journey, and please do give it a like if you had, hit that thumbs up button, that's always appreciative. And if you're new around here, why not consider subscribing? But for now guys, goodbye.